And this is a special meeting, so only the items on our agenda will be covered. There's no need to approve the agenda because it's already been posted. So the first item is approval of minutes from the December 17, 2014 meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Should we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
No, this is a special meeting and it's not on the agenda.
Okay.
You can say it later if you'd like. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
I have to abstain. I was not.
One abstention. The next is the financial meeting from January 7th, 2015. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I'll abstain.
One abstention. Sharon? Brian?
Susan.
Yes.
You weren't here that night.
But I'll vote.
We still vote for it.
Okay.
I'll vote.
And
You
then-
can vote if you're not here. Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
The third, revision to Airline Trail Committee. We have a resolution in front of you. The group has asked that we add 2 alternates. And you'll see the change is on page 2. So is there a motion to approve the change that would include 2 alternates to their charge?
So moved.
Session.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. The next item is appointments to boards and commissions, and I think Kathy Richards has some appointments tonight.
To the airline trail that was just mentioned, Chris Marino and Bill Flood as alternates. Bill Flood. Flood? Yep.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
To the Youth Services Advisory Board, Margaret Stewart.
Is there a second for
Second.
Margaret?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
To Inland Wetlands as an alternate, Steve Gibelli, Gibelli.
Second.
Did you hear that, Sharon? She didn't hear you.
Gibelli.
Second.
You all set? Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And to the Board of Selectmen, Howard Rosenbaum.
Second.
Seconded by Brian Flood. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Are there any other appointments to boards and commissions tonight? If not, we'll move on to number 5, which is a resolution regarding a master municipal agreement for rights-of-way projects between the state of Connecticut and the town of Portland. The state of Connecticut Department of Transportation is putting forward these master agreements that Rick and I have been reviewing. They seem to be of a nature that will improve productivity when it comes to, and time, when it comes to work that the town may do in terms of rights-of-way. And it means that some of the boilerplate information is covered in this master agreement. So if there's a motion,
Susan, can you just give me an example of what you're talking about? I'm sorry.
probably Rick could do that better than I
You know, an
could.
example, probably a good example would be if we get into a project such as the project we did from Marlborough Street down to the bridge. that sidewalk.
Sidewalk project?
It's all the same kind of stuff. I mean, it's boilerplate, it's nothing out of the ordinary, it's used throughout the state, it's been reviewed a gazillion times by a gazillion people, there's nothing unusual about it, it just sets forth a lot of stuff, it's quite a large document.
When you work, how you work.
Yeah, it's sets forth.
Whether you can work in the right of way.
Responsibilities, the
Okay.
state's, yeah, it's the
Fair
pretty
enough.
standard stuff.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Kathy. Questions or discussion?
Rick, does that get into contractual issues too in there?
Yeah, it gets into it's kind of from what I saw, and Susan looked at it too, it's quite a large document, it kind of covers just about anything and everything. It's not so much what I saw, you might have seen it different,
Yeah.
but the little stuff. For example, if I do something within the state's right of way, I have to get a permit. We're gonna be digging on Main Street tomorrow night, fixing a water leak. I fill out a very simplistic form saying we're doing this, they approve. This is more for if we're gonna do something a little more major within the right of way, and typically that would be as part of a steep grant, urban ag, you're better at the grants than that.
Those are good examples, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's nothing very unusual.
They're trying to streamline their contracting and their agreement processes, which do take a long time.
Yeah, if we spend,
I think there'll be a series of these in terms of how the state and municipal governments work together.
yeah, it's not a bad thing.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. The next is a resolution that you pass every year. This is for our annual Emergency Management Performance Grant Program. Sorry.
Brownfield.
Is Brownfields?
Yes.
I'm sorry, yes, Municipal Brownfield Assessment and Inventory Grant. You will remember that we have this grant for the Brownfields assessment on Brownstone Avenue. And in order to access the grant and the dollars, we have to have an agreement with the state of Connecticut. And I am asking for authorization to sign those papers, which have gone to our town attorney for review. And then the attorney has worked with the state's attorney that they hire to do these particular grants. So I need permission to sign that agreement so that the project can move forward.
So moved with reading.
Second.
Did you get that, Sharon?
So moved, second.
Brian and then Ryan Hurley. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. The next would be the Emergency Management Performance Grant for 2015. And this is a project that we ask for your permission to sign every year. And it's approximately, I believe, $9,000, of which the town pays half. So this grant is for approximately $4,500. It's based on a per capita rate for municipalities. And it helps us with our part-time emergency management director and a few things that project involves.
So moved, waive the reading.
Second.
Seconded by Kathy. Any questions?
How much was the grant?
It's a matching of 50-50, so the town pays approximately $4,500 and the state gives us $4,500. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Dave Blaze is currently our emergency management director. The next is for Brownstone Avenue Extension Phase 4. The agreement that we have reached with the Jacobson Engineering, they went through a competitive process. We interviewed a couple of other engineering firms, I think 3 in total, right, Rick? And through a committee process, they came out to be the top candidate. Even though they're our town engineer, this was a separate project that they competed for, and they were awarded the job, and this would be their contract that I'm asking permission to sign. And I'm bringing it to you so you're aware of what we're doing, as well as get permission for the contract. It's about $48,000,
48,
$48,800. And it was budgeted for $55,000.
55.
So moved, waive the reading.
Is there a second? Seconded by Kathy. Any questions or discussion?
The committee, How, can you guys just explain how?
Well, we put out a request for proposals, qualifications, excuse me. And we had 3 engineering firms that responded.
We
We
had
in-
more than that, we should. No, you're right. We
I
only had
think there
3
were
respond.
3.
You're right.
And we interviewed all 3, and Rick was there for most of the interviews. He wasn't able to stay for the entire time. But members of Brownstone Quorum were there, as well as, was Deanna
Deanna
there
was
as
there.
well?
Yeah, Howard, Deanna, Jim Tripp,
Jim Tripp.
somebody else.
I think Frank Winiski was
Yes,
there,
Frank was there.
and so we made the decision.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Good questions, thank you. And the next is refund of excess payments.
Move that the town make the following refunds, Hyundai lease titling TR 31696.
Second.
Seconded by Kathy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries.
Carl R. Helming 27824.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Brandy Licio 10868.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Paul Licio 28866.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? Motion carries.
And Robert M. Warshaw or Sandra L. Warshaw 46780.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There is, next, public comment. Is there any public comment tonight? Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn this meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So we'll have a brief,